Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and to all the new viewers, thank you for checking me out. This fascinating house that's sitting on top of a hill at the edge of a city was built by a local legend, the Kitchener-Waterloo area, the visionary architect John Lingwood, and was commissioned by successful industrialist and owner of Morval-Durafoam Keith Shantz in 1967. Keith Shantz and Winifred McLaren got married in 1973. It was both their second marriages. They were known for their support of the arts as founding supporters of Waterloo's Clay and Glass Gallery, establishment of the Winifred Shantz Award for Ceramics, the Keith and Winifred Shantz International Research Scholarship, and other important contributions. This outstanding home showcases many of John Lingwood's favorite materials, including wood and fieldstone. Also, we see his commitment to complementing the natural hills surrounding it. American modernist architect Frank Lloyd Wright, his influence of compression and expansion are also seen in the small entrance hidden in the back corner, where you enter curiously into this large exterior. And now it's our turn to check it out, so let's go. So as you can tell, like you've seen in the drone shots, this property is completely grown over. Ridiculously grown over. But look at the beautiful stone, the awesome lights. We got the old school telecom. There's no power, so I'm doubting there's going to be any water. Somebody swept up a bunch of glass, which is strange. Now this house is beautiful. Check out the wood. There's a bunch of cameras on the property, but there's no power, so they won't be working. But this house, it was used as a business. See that little top up there? It's a very interesting house, the way it's built, the way it looks. Nice security. Yeah, the reason it's got all those cameras and everything is because this house was used as a business at one point. You'll be able to tell by the security systems, by that door. There's a bunch of safes in here that people were grinding. Didn't look like they got any of them open, but they were trying. And see, like, this wall wouldn't have been here. It would have been wood. They would probably had stone walls. But when they redid this house to make it the business, they just put a drywall shell essentially around the whole thing. Like, look at the power here. Some serious units. And then the shelving was for something. What they were keeping here, what they were selling, I'm not sure. I'm going to try and do some history checks. I'm looking up to see what I can't find. The old vent. See, with the nice stone, and again, you would have had an actual wood ceiling here, right? It would have continued, but they just threw in this chunk of drywall from stone to stone, added the T-bar ceiling that I did, but see how it's still the old original wood ceiling up there? That's what would be amazing. Now, these windows, probably with the house, you would say, they definitely got painted, but I think they are original to the house, the windows. Yeah, see the nice wood roof up there? The nice wooden beams. Sucks that they covered that up. Why would you do that? Even if you're trying to make it look more businessy, and you can run your cables and stuff and hide them, but I don't know. Bad decision in my in my head. And look, they did it all the way down too. It's just starting to fall. You can still see the lip there, the couple pieces. So we've got a kitchen this way. I'm gonna walk this way and we will come back to the kitchen. Behind door number 1, you've got a washroom. And see, when you check out this room, see what I mean with the computers, the systems? They had some security going on here. Plus this was just a little Wi-Fi hub and everything. But then down here we've got a couple safes. They completely grinded off the back, but not enough to get it out. Here they've got it cut a little bit. I don't know if they just gave up or if maybe they put a camera in through the hole to see that there was nothing in there. I don't know. But safes like that, it's hard to walk away when you don't know. And again, this is very office-y, right? This is like a building desk, an office desk. A couple computers. And the T-bar all the way around in here too. Beautiful. Beautiful original kitchen. It's tiny. Little CD player. This is like old new. New old. That makes sense. Move that so we can see what's going on in the fridge. This beautiful fridge got cleaned out. I like how it's got the wood look to it. Yeah, nothing there. Ooh, a bad smell. No cash on premises. Then why do you got 2 safes, huh? I don't believe you. That sign's just to fool us. Yeah, nice original cupboards. A nice original light. It keeps constantly being bugs at every window trying to get in. There's part of your dishwasher or your stove. I guess maybe some people were coming trying to take a few of the appliances. Now that looks like the original box to the house there. That would have been the one that was enough to just power the house. They added those other ones that we showed you to be able to power the rest of everything. Oh yeah, so that just goes outside. You can see there. No need to check that out. And look, that's the original wallpaper before they came and added this. Very nice. Now I'll show you before we start going that way. Oh, you can see it in the corner already. I was trying to hide it a little bit. Another nice chunk of the house. Now the wood looks really bad. We've got a hole here. It's coming up over there. Just where I'm standing feels really bad. So let's walk close to the side. Stay on the joists. We can at least get a peek this way. Yeah, to those doors, but the wood's getting worse, so this is as far as we can go. I don't trust the joist that out in the open. But look at this beautiful wooden or stone. I wonder if there's a fireplace in there. But that's beautiful. All right, let's carefully walk back, hold on to the railing. Yikes, get right to the middle of the stairs. Woo! That thing was just shaking and moving the whole time. That's one of the sketchiest decks we have ever walked on. But we made it. thankfully. It's weird that that is all to that side of the house. You know what I mean? A hallway, a kitchen, that one room. We'll double check, but I bet you it could just be, the rest is going to be underground. What a beautiful room here too. But again, if this was just the original wood joist that you can see up there, the big thick wood beams, and even over here they had the nice wood, but they took a nice chunk down for some weird reason, just to see what was up there possibly. But yeah, this T-bar, that's what I do for a living. Only in real nice fancy schools nowadays. We got the TDSB contract, so it's very nice, very cozy. Check that out. What a beautiful house. You can tell there was nice flooring, but it's all been taken up. It's just the glue. Another piece of the deck. It's cool that they've got a bunch of doors. They got that to lock it, eh? Serious. If that is to keep the door closed, those are very, very serious. I like the planters that are going around. Nice big open doors. You can see that church there. I wonder if that church is, it's still going. It's on the other side of the road, so I imagine it is. It's gonna be where your deck ends, but this place, it's like it's in the middle of a jungle. It's just so grown up all the way around. All right. Nice old. All right. I just didn't want to be talking over another person's video, but we are back. We get to check out our beautiful pool area. We've been getting lucky with indoor pools lately. And let's point out the carpet. The carpet matching the paint. But the beautiful, like, floating stairs. Original wallpaper again. So I guess maybe they didn't let people in this section of the house. They just had those 2-3 rooms for the business. That's interesting. How they had it just, the wood kind of floating. Yeah, the floor was sounding pretty strange. Beautiful room. Now, are these just... So it's been drywalled over. So when they made that room into a business, they put that fake wall there just to hide the pool room and the windows, but you can see the stud and everything. That's weird, yeah. So they definitely bought this house and made it a business, unfortunately. Because if it was still just a house, it would be magical. It's still doing really well, still looking amazing. I'm loving it. But it could be a little bit different. That little ceiling section there is cool. I wonder what that is. We'd have to see that from outside. Little gated off pool area. That's that one, the last window we looked at over there. I didn't know there was stairs. So then you can get out onto the property a little bit. Just do a quick little peek for everyone. Just to see the jungle that I'm talking about. Can't tell really what's going on. You can see their fence. They had some steps going down. You see another fence up there. So this whole area is closed in. Beautiful house. It's crazy how hidden it is by all this overgrowth. That's awesome. I wonder what that piece is up there for. Maybe there was a window. Dirty. Dirty. But it still goes pretty deep because that garbage can is under the water there. Surprised it goes to such a tiny point. Normally pools don't do that. Very cool. You can see your kitchen. You wouldn't have been able to see into your living room. And just the glass up there, the mirrors. That is amazing. Let's go over here one more time. Do one more view of it up there. Awesome. Imagine the parties that were had here. Everybody's swimming. Some drinks, some snacks. I wonder what they took off of here that was so nice. So whatever it was, it seems like they took it off and saved it. Like the videos you see? All right. And some more telecoms. That was weird. Sounded like somebody was like pushing that door open. Oh, it's just the poly, the plastic. Okay, what do we got in here? This was your shower. Why it's got a ladder and what people were looking for up in that chunk of the ceiling, I don't know. But that appears to be what was going on in here. We used the ladder to check out what was in the ceiling. Rusty. Does that open? Yeah. Not much going on inside. Just rusty. And there's your little bench. I don't see a shower head, but it's got like the tile floor and it's got the bench. It's almost like a weird, not finished sauna, unless it was finished. Oh, see the cobwebs behind there? It's been a while. Well, since that door's moved. Yeah, I'm curious because there's no shower. It doesn't seem like a sauna. What an awesome pool room. So here we got a second one. There must have been some sort of a shower head or something. It's got the drain, but like that's not waterproofed, the side. So I guess maybe, no, I don't know. I couldn't tell you why they would have these rooms, unless they're just change rooms. They just made it that way for fun. Somebody's smoking. A little vape thing instead. Strange. All right. From here, normally we go downstairs. No, normally we go upstairs, so that's what we're gonna do. I like these carpeted stairs. Another nice old light. It's got like the shined up wood. And then the big curtains. But we'll see that once we make our way up here. Alright. Again, I like the carpet and the floating stairs. I guess we'll go right first. More nice lights. You got the original ceiling up here still with the beams, not covered up like downstairs. The OG wallpaper. And the old like 70s style curtains. But these are cool. I like that. And again, nice carpet. It's like a very shagadelic. Hey, even with one of these old, one of those kind of doors, and the folded up wood. Yeah, again, very cool. Very cool. A different style curtain here. That's still got some date to it. Ceilings. The roof has access. Again, I really like that stone. I haven't seen a fireplace. It seems like it's just a nice feature to look at. Yeah, beautiful. The old telecom getting all beat up. This is interesting. It's quite big. Kind of helps to separate the room. If you were shy, you could get dressed over here. I'm not shy. If you're a lady and you're living with me, I just get naked wherever the clothes are, wherever it's time to change. Whoa. Look how deep that goes. I guess that could be your bath. There's a dead rat, a dead mouse. But yeah, that's a good 2.5, almost 3 feet. That's pretty cool though. And then to your shower, right? So you can, see, so you come down, you've got this lip, you could have your little bath, and then it makes your shower really tall. And then your toilet looks tall too. So let's step back out of here. Yeah, heavy backpack. Gonna have to lighten it up soon. Get a nice shower. Somebody's taking all the faucets and that. They're probably real nice. Probably old and gold. But that's one of the neatest things I've seen. I've never seen your bath just sunken into your floor like that. You wouldn't even tell. But if you start to get older, that could be hard to step in and out of. You have to get some stairs or a little ladder. That one looks a little newer, a little updated. Oh, check out those. Fancy gold, futuristic lights. Real nice. That's what they were going for with this place. A 70s futuristic look. But also comfy, shaggy, beautiful. other bedroom. Come down these stairs, back up, but see downstairs too, it was supposed to be open. That's why these are like this, because that whole wall was supposed to be open. They added that chunk, they added this piece, and see the steel? See the steel and the dead drywall? So they covered up the bottom. See how you can see through these stairs nice? Beautiful, floating. They got rid of that feature on this side to make that hallway and a closed-in hallway. Yeah. They're hurting this beautiful house when they made it a business like that. Never noticed there was people on here. Very nice. That's a cool picture right there. I'm gonna have to take one. Take one right there. A beautiful bedroom. Come this way so you can see the nice closets, a nice cupboard. Sorry about that. It is a hot day out, and the GoPro said it got a little hot. It's a weird little heater unit. Should probably be up in the ceiling somewhere. Yeah, I like these. And still with the nice old handles. The detail on the wood. What's that chain for? For a light. Yeah, I like how they've got that looking this way. I think everything was on tracks. Definitely copper people came to take things. That's cool. Hides the doors. We are back again. Sorry. It seems like that one battery might be getting close to its end because it is overheating a lot. And it's just that one battery. It's not the camera. But again, soon I'm gonna be switching to a new camera to film very soon. I won't have to deal with the battery problems anymore. This is a very nice bathroom. I like the tile, backsplash. Like, I guess you put a little holder in there. You could put your toothbrushes and such. Nice pieces to the lights. Surprised they're not broken. Nice gold. Very cool. Somebody took the bathtub. Must have been nice. They've got the gold handles. A little peek of the roof and just the jungle growing in around it. Very cool. Very cool. So that's going to be it for the upstairs. Curious to see just what's going on in the basement of this house, because that's the one place I did not check out before starting filming. So the basement, we're gonna find out what's going on together. I like this stairway. I like this little hall. The carpet, the colors, it's cozy. So from here, let's head downstairs. Okay, let's make our way into this awesome basement. See how you can see through here? That's how that other wall was meant to be. This one here, you're supposed to be able to see through. And look, they didn't even do it nicely. That's where the screws are, right? They like half taped it, half mudded it. Boo. It smells nice down here. Like, it doesn't smell like clean like a new house or anything, but it still just has a nice fresh air, wet wood kind of a smell to it. Let's just do a quick under the stairs look. Beautiful shelves. You'd keep all your records there. It's a funny place for a shelf because you have to be real short. And the nice bottom of the stairs. Beautiful woodwork. That's curious too. That's not changing the house. That's just like the people kind of maybe gave up on the real nice detail. Didn't want wallpaper anymore and just decided to drywall it off at some point. Something must have happened. Another safe. See the handle sitting there. Still, I imagine if you got a business, if you got a safe and you left your house properly, like you didn't just get sick, go to the hospital, or pass away, then you're probably going to empty your safes out and take them with you. That would be the best guess. But again, man, just seeing a safe sucks because you want to know what's inside. At least if it was open, we'd have a bit of an idea. We got a bunch of salt rocks on here. And see, like they've got the little sensor here. They had the motion sensor over there. They were making sure nobody was coming into this house unwanted. And again, because of the business, and apparently they kept all this money here, even though that sign said no cash on premises. You don't have 3-4 safes if you've got no cash. It would have been funny if that was a secret safe that looked like a vent. But you can see how the walls down here, it's the old school block. This might have been your laundry room. 'Cause that's for your dryer. You've got your sink. Got all this dust. See, that's for a fireplace, no? I'm pretty sure that's soot from a fire. Which means somewhere above us, there is a fireplace upstairs. Which means they probably drywalled over it. But that's definitely ash. That's from a fire. So we've got to go upstairs. Almost, the pool's to the right. So on the kitchen side, possibly. We're gonna look and see, but I have a feeling there is a fireplace hidden upstairs after seeing that. Was this another safe? So we got a little shower. Very cool wallpaper with the shine to it. And like flowers. And you got the weird kind of mono orangish yellow. Just looks kind of light on the, kind of white on the camera. There, see that color? That's the color it is. I'll remember that next time if I got to show you guys. I just have to get close. Shiny wallpaper on the ceiling. Cobwebs. But a very cool blue, aqua bluish green sink and toilet. A very cool curve to it. It wasn't just like a square top. Back in the 70s, 60s, things were sexy. Things had curves. They knew how to make things. It's a real nice mirror too. I bet you they were trying to take these, ended up breaking the sink, didn't figure it was worth taking the set if one's broken. I almost thought there was going to be a bidet there, but that's where the sink goes. Okay, no, not a giant safe. But you know what's funny? There's a safe. Crazy. This place has so many. Oh man. The handle's not attached anymore. And they're always bolted to the ground. Can you see through the handle? Is there anything in there? Sorry for the camera view. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Got a big old cabinet. And not much going on behind it. Yeah, 4 safes in this house. That's pretty crazy. So from here, I'm gonna take a peek. If I can see a fireplace upstairs, I'll show you. If we can get into the garage, I'll show you. And if there's any more area we can walk around on the property, I'll show you that too. So I kind of made a bit of a boo-boo in the house. I made that hole, but when we were downstairs in the basement, remember there was that dust trap, and I knew there had to be a fireplace. So when you come into this nice living room upstairs with your patio and all that, definitely would have been your living area. That's exactly above the dust spot. So I figured we'd come down here. I put my boot through it, and there it is. There's your fireplace. Still in there, still ready to go. It's even got these things covering it. Well, that's nuts. You see, we've got, yeah, like 3 inches away. But there's your fireplace for everybody. We found it. I just had to throw that in. All right, explorers, what did I tell you? What an amazing spot. The pool, the jungle outside, that awesome brick. I loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like it, subscribe it, share it. Thank you for the comments, for the love, for the views, for all your support. Brandon and Ben, and I'll catch you on the next Explorer. Ciao.